Okay, so very last one I want to do. If the third example really confused you, don't worry about it. We'll talk more about that. Okay, but the fourth example is a little bit different than this one. Will actually going to be end up being a little bit easier. But the fourth example here that I want to talk about is the reason why we've skipped step number 1. And if you notice, the big difference here is that this one has a lead coefficient, of 3, while none of the other ones that we talked about did. So, first step is get rid of lead coefficient. You can't have a lead coefficient. Alright, so how do I do that? Well, you simply just divide whatever this is. We're going to divide everything by that. And so as a result, I'm going to get x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. And then after that, everything's the same. So I'm going to move my constant. So I get x squared plus 2x plus something equals 3. Next step, divide this by 2 and square it. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. So I'm going to add that to both sides. Next step is I'm going to factor this, simplify that. So this would be x plus 1 times x plus 1. And this would be 4. I'll move all this over here. So I end up with the quantity of x plus 1 squared equals 4. Square root method. Absolute value of x plus 1 equals 2. Split it up. X plus 1 equals plus or minus 2. So now I can split it to x plus 1 equals 2 and x plus 1 equals negative 2. Subtract 1, x equals 1. Subtract 1, x equals negative 3. Okay, so the big thing here is obviously you can't have a lead coefficient. Okay, and once you get rid of the lead coefficient, though, then everything else is basically the same. You have to go through all the same steps here. Move the constant to the right, divide by 2, divide b by 2, square your answer, add the answer to both sides, factor left, simplify right, blah, blah, blah. Several steps, I know. But once you do it a few times, it's actually not that bad. So I'm sure there's a couple questions. As I said, as I always say, just write those down, and then we'll go through them when we get into class. Okay? Thanks.